The dim light of the forgotten subway tunnel flickered as I stumbled upon a mural that made my heart skip a beat. At first glance, it seemed like an odd piece of graffiti, but as I moved closer, the details struck me like a cold wind. Each panel depicted a scene from my life in eerie, unsettling detail. From childhood memories to moments I thought were private, the mural captured everything. But it was the final panel that sent a chill down my spine. It showed me lying lifeless on the tracks, with the clock striking midnight. The realization that I had mere hours to prevent this fate set my pulse racing. Determined to rewrite the ending, I sprinted back to my apartment, my mind racing through the possibilities. How could an artist know such intimate details about my life? My thoughts were interrupted by a whisper of wind that seemed to follow me, leaving me breathless with anxiety. In my room, I frantically searched for any clue, any connection to the tunnel, and why it would predict such an ominous fate. It was then I remembered the old journal in the attic, left behind by the previous tenant, who vanished without a trace. The journal was filled with sketches eerily similar to the mural, accompanied by cryptic notes about a watcher who sees all paths and their inevitable ends. As I read, the walls seemed to close in, the air thick with an unseen presence. Every creak and shadow seemed to pulse with a life of its own, as if the watcher was already near, eager to see the prophecy fulfilled. Desperation clawed at me as I pieced together the fragments of this spectral puzzle, realizing that the watcher drew power from my fear and resignation. With the clock ticking towards midnight, I knew I had one chance. I retraced my steps to the tunnel, armed with the knowledge that defiance was my only weapon. As the final seconds slipped away, I stood before the mural, determined to confront the watcher. In a whisper that echoed through the tunnel, I vowed to change my fate. The air crackled with tension, and the mural's final panel began to blur and fade. The watcher, thwarted by my refusal to accept its vision, retreated into the shadows, leaving me breathless and alive as the clock struck 12.